RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning. RBB, a live morning talk show that gives you the ability to get the coach you need, strategist you wish you could afford, social media manager and strategist, marketing strategist, project manager, certified OBM, VA, business startup strategist, profit strategist, web strategist, email funnel strategist, sales page strategist, PR strategist, time management, mindset, and overall business development strategist. We answer it all. With over 25 years of business experience, both in corporate and small business worlds, we really can answer it all.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, September 18th. I am so excited to be with you today. Today is a very exciting day around here for us. So first of all, it is International Read an Ebook Day. So we have at Be Boss Girl launched 2 books. We've launched a Task Management Made Easy by Gina, because Gina is the task management queen around here. And I have launched a Social Media Made Easy book. And today, for the next 5 days, they are free to go download on Kindle. I'll post links to them in a little bit. But go check them out. It's International Ebook Reading Day. Support fellow boss ladies and get their ebooks and support them and show them that you care. And of course, download ebooks because, well, I want you to download as many of these today as possible. We're still talking about rebranding. Today, we're talking about the strategic planning behind rebranding. Let me know if you are joining us live today, because I would like to know that you're here. I know that people are watching, but I can never tell exactly who's watching. It doesn't tell me who's live with me. So let me know you're here. Say hi, say good morning. Good morning. Yes, I can't wait to dive into it now that it's all done and all fancy, because I've seen it I wrote the one and I've proofread Gina's, and now I want to see them all done on Amazon. So I'm going to be downloading them today too. I look forward to seeing how many that we can get out there today. Gina's is fantastic, and Gina's would be a huge help in this piece that I'm going to be talking about today, strategic planning. When you are rebranding, you really need to plan out your rebranding so that you're not making drastic changes and you're not affecting your SEO, you're not affecting your social media, you're protecting your current, whatever you're currently doing. Again, this is not if you're starting out fresh, if you are doing a new website, like changing your name or doing a whole new logo, changing up your services and how you're selling them a little bit. If you're making any drastic changes to your keywords, your domain name, any of those things, you do need to make sure that you are strategically planning everything that you do. Because if you make those drastic changes, you will hurt your outcome and your steps forward. If you change the domain name without carefully making those steps in the right direction, carefully changing your keywords, or better yet, you keep the same domain name and then just drastically change all your keywords and everything, you will hurt yourself with Google in your search capabilities, in your domain authority. And if you don't know what domain authority is, go on over to the Become Limitless. I'm going to post a link to the particular category. I have all kinds of information about search engine optimization, search engine support, domain authority, what all of those things mean. So I will get you a link to all of those things, because it is very important. The SEO is it's a really big front and center part of your strategic planning when doing any rebranding, because you really can hurt your domain authority with Google. And once you do that, it is hard to recover. So make sure that you're being very, very careful with each of those steps. The other part of it is you are going to confuse the heck out of people on social media if you're not careful. You have to take very slow, careful steps for each of those things. So you need to plan it. And a good rebrand and a well-done rebrand takes a minimum of 6 months and more like a year. You can do it depending on how much information you have out there, how big your audience is, how many website hits your website gets a day, how much your Pinterest needs to change, all of those things. You need to be very careful so that you don't destroy all of that. And the bigger your audience, the more hits you get, the more pins you have out there on Pinterest, all of those things, the slower you need to take it. And that's a good part of the strategic plan is every platform, you need to change your links. That needs to be part of your plan. You need to list those things out. Doing all of this and hoping that you remember it all is not going to fly here. You need to have a really good plan. Trello was a lifesaver for me and for Gina when we were going through this, making a plan and changing our direction. We have a Trello board for our website and the changes we made on the website. We have a Trello board for our marketing and all the changes we there. We have a Trello board for what we're going to have to do with YouTube and all the changes we had to make with our YouTube channel, and one for our social media. So Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. And then we have another spot specifically for Pinterest, because we have to go through, when you make changes like this, you need to go through and retarget every single pin. If you've redone your website at all, chances are your names of your pages have changed. Your sub pages have changed. So you've always got your homepage. That's going to stay the same if your domain name stayed the same. If your domain name completely changed, then you need to change everything. Even if you are redirecting right now from your old domain to your new domain, you still need to go through and change them, because you are going to hurt your reach on Pinterest. They will realize that. Google will realize that you are redirecting traffic. It will hurt your domain authority if not done correctly. So I can't stress the whole do it strategically and do it correctly enough. Make sure that you're really taking the time to plan out those changes. The strategic planning needs to include all your social media, your website, every page that's going to change, every keyword, every alt tag, all your metadata. All of those things need to strategically and slowly change, not quickly change, and be very systematic in how you're making the changes. Be sure to not just change the alt tags on a picture without slowly adding in your new ones and slowly removing the old ones. Slowly means a minimum of a month in between each change. Hence why it takes at least 6 months to do this well and to not hurt your business. I mean, this is all about not hurting your business and being very careful to make sure that you are maintaining your online integrity and your consistency. You can't do that if you make quick changes. People who change and rebrand weekly, daily, monthly. I mean, I see people that rebrand every couple of weeks. That's crazy. And you're never establishing a good baseline for knowing if your business is going to work. For a Facebook ad, for instance, you need a minimum of 48 hours to know whether that ad is going to work and going to work well. If you're targeting the right audience, if the pixel is working well, all of those things. Your website and all of the rebranding things that go with that take even longer, a minimum of, like I said, a month in between those changes. I went through this yesterday with somebody and she made a change and now she's getting 0 views on her website. Well, of course you are. Nobody knows where to find you. And she changed it from a well-branded business name to her own name. That is even harder to maintain the SEO on and to even get any SEO on when you are using a website under your own brand name. Or a weird name. So something that really keep in mind when you're naming your business and you're picking a domain name, when you go with your own name. So Sarah Jo Photography, I'm sure there's probably somebody named Sarah Jo, a photographer out there. If she just does sarahjo.com, that makes her less searchable. Now, you can overcome that, and that is absolutely possible. It's not that you can't overcome that. It adds an extra layer of difficulty in getting your name out there and getting people to search for you. They need to actually search for sarahjo.com in order to find you. Now, if you are Sarah Jo Photography, you can Sarah and photography, you might come up in a search, or Joe photography, you might come up in a search, or photography in a certain area, photographers near me, you're probably going to come up in a search if you've done your SEO well. When you have a name in there without who you are, what you do is part of your name, that SEO is that much more difficult, and it's harder to find you on social media. All of those things. So make sure that you're really thinking about that when you come up with a no name. Be Boss Girl. It gets good SEO all on its name because people search for Be Boss Girl stuff, Be Boss stuff, all of that, all of those combinations come up in searches, and we come up in those searches. So be very, very careful when choosing your domain name, especially if you're rebranding. This is your opportunity to easily increase your searchability when you're doing something like that. So think about those things when you're making your strategic plan. And when you're doing that, you also need to think of your keywords, your hashtags, all of those things, because all of that is going to change or could potentially change. Plan all of those things ahead of time and start using them little bits sparingly, a month at a time, making changes and all of those kinds of things. The only things that you could change on your website without causing a whole lot of issue is your graphics. That's the only thing you can drastically change on your website without causing tons of problems, as long as your alt tags are still in flow and consistent across your site. That's the other thing to be really careful with rebranding is don't forget pages. Make sure you are systematically and strategically going through every area of your website, every alt tag, every meta tag, everything. All of your backlinks. If you've written guest blog posts and you are getting and increasing your domain authority by writing those guest blog posts. But if you haven't gone back to that person and changed your backlink, you've just lost that domain authority when you change your domain name. These are all parts of your strategic planning and keeping track of everything and you've done everywhere you've posted, all of your social media platforms, all of those things need to be handled very strategically. So that's my advice for today. When you're rebranding, making sure that you're very strategic in each and everything you do. I am going to pop up our books here for you. Task Management Made Easy. This one right here will help you plan your strategic rebranding. Please look at it. The book itself is free for the next 5 days. Go take a look. This is written by Gina, the task management, the planning, project management, OBM queen around here. And it will really help you. The companion course, which is only $19.97 over on our website, will also very much help you walk through the steps of how to use Trello, how to set up Trello, and how to get really organized with it. I highly suggest that you do that. And of course, me doing social media all the time. If you have any social media questions or having any difficulty with social media, I've written an ebook for you, Social Media Made Easy. And part of that is a brand strategy course and branding 101, 102, 103, all 3 courses together. Used to be $100 and something, is now $19.97. That also goes with a book and will help you with what we've been talking about this week with rebranding. You need to be strategic. You need to really know every single piece, your 5 W's, your H, the consistency, all of those things I'm consistently talking about. You have an amazing day today. Remember to rise, become, and be everything you can today. Say a little prayer for me today. I have a huge meeting with a publisher this afternoon. I'm very excited about another book, not the ebooks that I'm talking about today. And remember to go support and remember to support other women so that they can rise, become, and be. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Have an amazing Wednesday.
RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning.